My Line? Brought to you by Kellogg's Cereals. The best to you each morning from Kellogg's of Battle Creek. And now let's all play What's My Line? And now from New York, let's meet our What's My Line panel. First, the delightful star of stage and television, Miss Arlene Francis.
And now a hilarious young actor who is playing at the present time in a hilarious picture called Fluffy. His name is Tony Randall.
It is a great pleasure to welcome to What's My Line for the first time a young lady who is currently starring in the Los Angeles Civic Light Opera in The Great Waltz, Anita Gillette.
And I'd like to introduce a very nice man with a very nice face, and I say this because he's going to whisper all the answers in my ear. Mr. Bennett, sir.
You're in for a surprise. And here's our swashbuckling panel moderator, television's leading exponent of the cult of the unsealed lip, John Charles Daly.
I don't know, Bennett. It's an unkind thing to say. Anybody would suppose, from what you've just said, that I have a tendency to talk a lot. I think that's an outrageous charge to put against me. Miss Gillette, it's very nice to see you on the panel. Sit next to Mr. Randall. I don't suppose I should reveal secrets, but I'm going to anyway. You're really a birthday girl because tomorrow, August 16th, is your birthday, right?
Yes, thank you.
John, I dare you to ask her how old she is.
Well, I could get a running start. I know why Bennett asked me to do the asking. I don't think I will. I don't think we ought to.
I've been advised by Abel Gabor never to reveal my age. I did it once, I'll never do it again.
Well, many happy returns of the day.
Thank you.
And we trust that you enjoy yourself tonight. We have some interesting occupations. We will also have a mystery guest before my friends on the panel a little bit later in the program, and we'll meet our first contestant. Will you enter and sign in, please? Pamela Painter. Is that right, ma'am? Is it Miss or Mrs. Painter?
It's Miss Painter.
Miss Painter. Where are you from, ma'am?
I'm from California.
California?
That's right.
Whereabouts in California?
In Los Angeles, California.
Los Angeles. It's very nice to have you with us, Miss Painter. May I present
you.
the panel?
How do you do?
And now will you join me over here, please, and we'll let the audience in the theater and the audience at home know exactly what your line is. All right. Panel, we can tell you that Miss Painter is self-employed and deals in a product, and we'll begin the general questioning with Tony Randall.
There was a great big laugh, Miss Painter, from some men only when your line was mentioned. Is your product laughable in connection with a young lady?
Not the product.
No, that's 1 down and 9 to go, Miss Gillette.
Is your product used by men and women?
Yes, it is.
Is your product a luxury rather than a necessity?
That depends upon your point of view.
I would agree that it tends to be in what we would normally consider the luxurious area, although it has...
Normally a luxurious area. Is this product larger than an elephant blanket?
No.
Nope. 2 down and 8 to go, Mr. Cerf.
Miss Painter, is it possible to hold your product in your hand?
Yes.
Is it a product that is manufactured rather than that one that grows?
No, it's not.
Small conference coming up.
Come, John.
They had time to manufacture it right there.
That's
It is not manufactured, no.
That's a very good idea. Right now, that's 3 down and 7 to go.
Manufactured.
Not manufactured, no. Does it therefore grow, this product? Yes, it grows, but that will confuse you. So I'll have to say no, because the layman does not know that it grows.
The best friend I've had here in a long time. That's 4 down and 6 to go, Mr. Randall.
I don't understand where we are now. It's a luxury product which grows, but we should assume it doesn't grow.
A layman would not think that it grew. If you're a layman. All of you are laymen in my field.
Is this in the mineral rather than the animal or vegetable family?
Yes, it's in the mineral family.
Does it grow in the sense that rocks and precious stones grow?
Yes, that's right.
Is it a precious stone?
No, it's not.
5 down and 5
Or
to go.
semi-precious?
5 down and 5 to go, Miss Gillette.
Do you make jewelry with this product?
You can.
You can make jewelry with this product. Where this product grows, is it on a hilly rather than level ground?
Not necessarily, no.
6 down and 4 to go, Mr. Cerf.
Miss Painter, I'm a little confused by some of the previous questions. When you say jewelry can be made from it, do you mean that that this product can be turned into jewelry?
Can be found in jewelry. We'll agree that this product can be found in jewelry.
Can we eliminate stones, precious stones of any kind?
Yes, you may.
Is it then something of gold or silver, a metal?
It is of metal.
Can we eliminate gold?
No, you can't.
7 down and 3 to go, Miss Francis.
You're the last man in the world that I ever thought would want to eliminate gold, Bennett. Then this metal is gold? This metal is gold. And you are a gold miner?
Right. And actually, it's even more interesting than that. Miss Painter mines gold down in the Amazon jungle of Brazil on the
That's right.
Tapajós River.
That's right.
Which is, in the wildest area of Brazil.
Are you finding any?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, what is it you
I have a dredging operation. And I'm dredging for gold on the Tapajós.
What would you say you could average in a day if you have a nice dredge on the Tapajós?
That depends upon the size of the dredge.
I knew you were going to say that. Well, that's fine, but it's a good going. You've been at it how long?
Well, I've been mining in Brazil for 3 years, but I've been dredging on the Tapajós for gold specifically just for 1 year now.
How about that beautiful girl out there mining gold?
How'd you ever get involved in mining?
I studied geology.
Oh.
Oh, well, aren't all women gold diggers after all?
Hey, that closes it out beautifully. Thank you very much, Miss Painter. Nicely done. Bennett, don't leave for the Amazon. It won't do you a bit of good. And now let's meet our second contestant. Will you enter and sign in, please? Pauline Howard. Right, ma'am? Miss or Mrs. Howard?
It's Mrs.
Mrs. Howard, where are you from, then?
I'm from Montreal.
From Montreal. It's nice to have one of our neighbors from North America with us. Good to see you. May I present our panel, Mrs. Howard? Now, would you join me over here? And we'll let the audience at home and the audience in the theater know exactly what your line is. All right. Well, we can tell you that Mrs. Howard is salaried and deals in a service, and we'll begin everything with Bennett, sir.
Mrs. Howard, does your service, is it performed for a profit-making organization?
Yes.
Is it a service that can be rendered to both sexes?
Yes.
My children also avail themselves of this service.
No.
1 down and 9 to go, Miss Francis.
Is it possible for you in pursuing your service to come in direct contact with the people that you give the service to?
Yes.
Sometimes.
Is there any manual labor or dexterity used in your job?
No, I don't think anything of such character is to leave a mark that is notable upon the area which you're asking the questions. That's 2 down and 8 to go.
How do you know?
Mr. Red.
Is special training required for your service?
I'd say so, yes. I think so.
Yes.
What we would consider advanced training.
Well,
Yes, I'd say so.
Well, let's have a definition. Do you by advanced training, do you mean here training that would require the equivalent of a graduate degree?
Yes, I must be honest and say that's what I had in
That's
mind.
fine. That's 3 down and 7 to go. Miss Gillette.
So it doesn't require a graduate degree, but it does require some sort of training. Do you do this service in an enclosure?
Sometimes.
Yes.
Sometimes.
But you could do it out of doors.
Yes, some elements, vital elements of the
Do you do
service,
it-
certainly we would agree could be performed outdoors, wouldn't we?
Is it performed mostly out of doors?
Well, I would think it would depend a good deal on the weather. Wouldn't you say that?
Yes.
Yes,
Weather's
there we
very
are.
important.
Am I correct in assuming that this has nothing to do with the entertainment world?
No, you are not correct in so assuming. That's 4 down and 6 to go, Mr. Sir.
Mrs. Howard, then you sometimes perform outdoors, is that correct?
Yes.
Might your services be useful to either a carnival or a circus?
No.
No. 5 down and 5 to go, Miss Francis.
When you say you are associated in a way with the entertainment industry, does that mean entertainment but not sports? Oh, I've said the wrong thing again.
I haven't said a word.
Maybe she could rephrase.
I know it's a no.
No, she can't rephrase the question. That's 6 down and 4 to go, Mr. Randall.
I'm put off then because on a prior round, Arlene asked if manual labor or dexterity was required, and you said no. Now, sports would require dexterity.
Is your question, would the element of sports or the association with sports with which Mrs. Howard is connected require
I'm no longer
manual
going to be that honest.
I wouldn't.
My question has to do with the arts.
I wouldn't want to put Mr. Randall off. He said I'd put him off. But it does require this dexterity of mind.
We caught him. We caught him. We want to make him a goal with that and give you a yes. 3.
Dexterity of mind?
Yes.
Oh, not manual.
No, Manuel's not in this particular program. He'll be along probably another week.
I see. Well, you may have been much too kind to me, Mrs. Howard. Are you connected with something like hypnotism or mind reading?
No.
No. You weren't too kind to him. That's 7 down, 3 to go, Miss Gillette.
Are you connected with some sort of a game, such as chess or checkers or anything in that?
No, that's 8 down and 2 to go, Mr. Sir.
Mrs. Howard, might you possibly have something to do then with either management or financial affairs of some sport?
No.
Don't handle money?
You don't handle money. No, that's 9 down and 1 to go, Miss Francis.
Do you have anything to do with the sport of kings?
Yes.
You, however, are not a jockey, as anybody can point this out. However, no manual dexterity, mental dexterity. She talks to horses. No. Do you have anything to do with either a tote board or a cat or the evaluation of bets
Not directly.
What about the starting gate?
Well, when I read a clip, I think actually Arlene has come very close to it because Mrs. Howard is a horse race handicapper, which is what I think you were reaching. Mrs. Howard attends the Bluebonnet track and the Richelieu,
That
is it?
Richelieu,
Well, are you under the impression that handicapping horses doesn't involve money?
You
I mean,
handle money. You use the verb handle
I don't book
money.
any bets.
Don't book any bets.
Put out
Sorry,
a
Bennett.
sheet, do you, or do you?
I do it over CJAD,
I see.
radio.
When
The
I
voice
used to
of
work for the
CBS in
Army, I used to-
Montreal.
I
What
used,
thing?
to put out, I used to put out a sheet called Gillette Surefire Green Sheet when I used to work for the Army because I love the races and I look at them every day.
You used to put out the green sheet?
The green sheet.
Heavenly
Nobody
day.
ever bought it, but I used to give it out for nothing, you know.
Oh, good girl. Well, Mrs. Howard, we gave them a rough ride, and I think that's in the great tradition, by golly, of good racing. Thanks
Yes.
very much for being our guest. It's nice to have you with us, and thanks to CJAG letting you come down. It's good to see you. We'll meet tonight's mystery guest in just a moment, but first, here is a word from the appearance of our mystery guest, for which the panel, as you all know, is always blindfolded. Are the blindfolds in place, panel?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. Will you enter Mystery Challenger and sign in, please? A reminder particularly for our panel guests that we go to a different form of questioning this time. One question at a time, in turn, moving clockwise, and we will begin with Arlene Francis.
Well, whoever you are, you must be happy at being so wildly admired. Are you in the entertainment world?
Yes, indeed, ma'am, I am.
Mr. Randall?
Aside from being a fan of W.C. Fields, are you more of a television performer than any other medium?
I wouldn't say so, no.
That makes it 1 down and 9 to go. Miss Gillette.
Then are you primarily on the Broadway stage?
No, capital N, small o, no.
2 down and 8 to go, Mr. Sir.
Well, would you admit that you are a motion picture star?
I'd admit it, but it's not so, unfortunately.
Three down and 7 to go, Miss Francis.
A marvelous answer. Are you perhaps a stand-up comic? You appear
Well,
at
I don't
nightclubs.
stand up as tall as most comics.
But is
Yes,
that the
in a
area?
way, I suppose.
Yes, we would say that would be true. That would cover the many talents in some part or degree.
Parts and degrees.
Parts and degrees. Mr. Randall.
I'm not sure I understand. We have a medium-sized a nightclub performer here?
Yes, I would say so, yes.
Miss Gillette.
Nightclub. Do you sing also?
Beautifully, yes.
Mr. Surf.
Have you also established a great reputation on radio?
No, not that I know of.
Well, I would say this, Bennett. I will turn the card over, but we will agree that our guest would be known immediately if one were to be listening to radio and he would there appear. Miss Francis?
Well, have you had a radio show of your own?
No, ma'am. Terribly sorry.
That's 5 down and 5 to go, Mr. Randall.
Have you records?
Yes, sir, yes.
Miss Gillette?
Have you done a motion picture recently that it was a big success? I don't know how to say that. I mean, that's running on Broadway.
Well, the thing is, I've never done one, so I don't know how recently you call that.
She's put a motion picture.
Yeah.
No, 6 down and 4 to go, Mr. Sir.
Have you ever been known for mimicking famous people?
No.
That makes it 7 down and 3 to go, Miss Francis.
Oh, the voice is driving me. I don't know. I'm so stymied because the voice is singing in my ear. I'm going to pass to Tony, see if I can think of who I'm thinking of.
Mr. Randall?
The voice is driving me mad. Have we ever worked together?
Yes, indeed. Recently.
Miss Gillette?
Is it Jackie Leonard?
Jackie Leonard, no. That's 8 down and 2 to go, Mr. Sir.
When you say you worked with Tony recently, was it in a number that was done in a television show?
Yes, it was.
Hey! Sit you down.
Hey,
And come to Niagara.
I'm not going on any more shows with Tony Randall. Remember what happened?
Oh, yes. Don't tell them. Don't tell them.
What have we got there?
We had a glass of water over here.
I'm sorry.
Allan was thirsty. And that was fun. Allan Sherman, by golly, that was wonderful, because when you got to the recordings, I began to worry, but you didn't get there for some time.
We were talking about this, about an act you did a long time ago in the Hollywood Palace, some
Yes.
months ago, just upstairs. Alan.
Yes, and when we were halfway through the taping, the producer came running down the aisle to inform Allan that, to put it as tactfully as possible, he had neglected to adjust his clothing.
It was a first in television for me.
And I would guess probably the last.
Tony turned to me and he said, "That's no way to begin your act. You save that for the ending."
Oh, me.
I'm sorry about
actually,
the water.
I'll get even with Bennett now for that unsealed lip bit that he started with at the beginning. Mr. Cerf, you're not the only publisher in the world. Allan's got a book coming out this week, right?
The official publication date is today.
Yeah.
Paul?
Gift of Laughter, which
Gift of Laughter.
is just ideal for Allan. And Athenaeum?
Athenaeum.
That's the book I tried to get for Random House, isn't it now?
Oh, I hope so.
Well, I'm sure that when it has scored the triumph of the certainly it will, he will then certainly have wished that he had gotten it for Random House. Allan, we had a lot of fun, and you didn't have to spill the water.
I'm sorry.
But I'll forgive you. That's perfectly all right. Just send the handkerchief back when you've had it laundered, please. And my son, the folk singer, also spills water.
I'm sorry.
It's so good to see you.
Good to see
Thanks
you.
a lot. Because he's an old friend, actually. I think this should probably
water.
been known all over the place. Goodson Todman, who are the producers of our program, are an old family, and Allan was in it for a long time. So we all feel that he's a cousin of ours. Good to see you, and
Good to
we're
see you.
proud of your great success. I think you've done fairly well tonight, panel, so I'll give you some congratulations, and we'll all be back after this word. Congratulations. That's a wonderful way to celebrate your birthday with your two young sons. And thank you all for being with us on What's My Line?
What's My Line is a CBS television network production in association with Mark Goodson and Bill Cotton. This is Johnny Olson speaking. The program was pre-recorded.
Get ready to walk down the aisle. The Newlywed Game starring Bob Eubanks is next on Game Show Network.